You are watching an Al Bear review. Cue the music.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Here today with the Love and Hip Hop Hollywood review. You know the vibes. Happy Tuesday. Friday almost here. Oh man, I feel so energized, man. I just got back from the gym. Had me a great workout, man. Y'all gonna listen to me talk about my workout for a minute. But anyways, had me a great workout. You know, when I get to where I'm trying to get, I'm gonna have two people to thank for it. First, Jesus Christ, the Lord, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And secondly, my girlfriend, who is an educator who wakes up at 5 o'clock in the morning. So I developed this I might as well attitude because her alarm go off, lights come on, she started making noises. So I said I might as well get my fat behind up and go to the gym. Two people I owe it all to. Now let me just jump into the review. Last night episode was kind of decent / boring. Ain't nothing really too much happened that I thought was interesting, but I'm gonna talk on a couple of points. I want to start out talking about Lyrical. So Lyrical, she flies her best friend Sia in, and her Sia Princess having a sit down conversation, talking about the whole A1 cheating and all this type stuff. And you know, she was saying how it's not so much. You know, she even said looking at the woman per se. She just kind of more upset because, you know what I'm saying, she just had his child and he wanted a baby, and she's been all about A1 and she's lost herself, and then her friend Sia telling her she need to come to the A so she can find herself, lead that nigga in Hollywood, and you know, all this. And then Princess tell her, you know, I never told anyone this story, when she say, you know, when I was pregnant with whatever her Ray J beautiful daughter name is, that she had a feeling that Ray J was out there, you know, with his slimy ways, and she started crying, and it was a lot for me. First of all, let me just go ahead and start it off. So when Lyrical was telling them about the A1 situation, you know, she was saying how, you know, she been having several women hop into her DMs and tell her this and tell her that. Well, okay, cool, fine. I don't know if I believe it, but if the rock star, I'm gonna leave A1 alone. But if she say women was hopping in her DM, that's what it was. So, nevertheless, you know, we all need that one friend to kind of check us. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, well, you know, honey, you know, just last year, people all up in A1 DM talking about you on Safari, and then it was true that Safari sent you the D pic, and you know, and I know that ain't got nothing to do with this, and you know, but I got to say it because it's just like, they all said that they thought, you know what I'm saying, marriage and a baby was, you know, settle them guys down, and Princess or Sia was like, you know, a baby ain't gonna slow no man or hold down, which I agree. Having a child from a man, or it could be vice versa. You know, if they don't want to be kept, they are not gonna be kept. I just think with A1 and Lyrical situation, he tired of them. I honestly to God believe he's tired of it, which is no excuse for him to step out and, you know, do his thing. And I think she tired of him too, but they done grown so familiar and comfortable with each other, they refuse to leave one another. Although recently I seen online, you know, in the blog that they are, you know, splitting or getting divorced or something like that. But it's about time because, you know, look, if y'all got an open relationship and y'all agree that, you know, each other can see other people or whatever, or you say he get a couple passes, okay, cool, fine, ain't none of my business, that's your business. But if it's gonna be a situation where every time something come up, you got to give us a whole scene on television with your two friends, and Princess pissed me off because and look, Ray J, see what I be talking about sometimes when, you know what I'm saying, when you got to know how to keep stuff in-house. Princess, she started off by saying, I ain't never told nobody this. Well, don't ever tell nobody this. Don't tell you and Ray J. Now Ray come home at home watching the episode and be like, so Princess, that's how we do now? You putting our business out here in these streets like that? And rightfully so. And you know, tell nobody, keep it to yourself. Don't make it about you. Just so you can cry along with her and say, I feel your pain. Don't do that. Keep saying in your head, girl, I've had my ups and downs with Ray. And we made it work. Maybe you and A1 can make it work. If not, you know, whoop-de-whoop. That's all you had to say. Don't be putting your business out here in these streets. Because when you do, like I said, just imagine the company. Now, I know it's all t-shirts, and Ray J probably already knew what singing or whatever, but still, if you ain't never told nobody that, don't you ever tell nobody that. That just pissed me off. So anyway, long story short, these nuts came up with the idea that they gonna pull up at A1 next little event in Hollywood so they can confront him and yada, yada, yada. But last point on this. So Lyrical is pretty much saying how it's not so much the woman that she's upset with, because that's what these hoes out here in these Hollywood streets do, try to get on and produce and have a baby and yada, yada, yada. But then in her confessional, she started bashing, you know what I'm saying, the girl named Summer Bunny. She started bashing her. And I just be like, I feel your pain, but you keep it 100 with everybody. Don't say it ain't even about her. It's all on him. And then you go to bashing her like, nah, that's your husband's fault, sweetie. Like, look, a hoe gonna be a hoe. You know what I'm saying? They always looking for some gold. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta leave them alone. Like, it ain't them. So anyways, moving on. So pretty much this episode was centered around Moniece and April. They trying to form this bond, get over the hump, so to speak. So the show pretty much picked up where it left off last week. Moniece and April talking. And she just basically letting April know that she don't want her motherhood to be disrespected. She didn't know anything about the quote-unquote best friend's trip to Chicago. She didn't know her son was there, et cetera, et cetera. So they chopped it up. April was like, well, that's not what I was told. Fizz told me, you know, that you knew. And we all know Lil Fizzlet ain't nothing but a lie. Lil Fizzlet need to sit his Fizzlet behind. Damn, I can't, like, I ain't, boy, you know, it's hard for them light-skinned men out here. And he making it even harder because he just make them seem so slimy. So anywho, Moniece in the studio, she called April in. This, you know, I like Moniece. And you know, K. Michelle said later in the show that she feel like Moniece has a greater scheme, a plan in store. I low-key agree. Hell no, I high-key agree. Moniece basically said, April, I'm putting together this tour. I want you to join me on the tour since, you know, we got one thing in common, or we two things in common. A, we got Lil Fizzlet, my baby daddy, your best friend, and we both got baby daddy issues, single mothers, etc., etc. So April was like, hey, you know, that sound, I don't know, you talking about me being a slut, throwing it to your baby daddy, but you know, I'm not saying yes, I'm not saying no, because me and Lil Fizzlet are so close, I owe him a conversation. And I was just like, you owe this nigga, you talking about getting money. Did he have a conversation with you? And he said, well, you know, I'm going broke. B2K, the fans want B2K back on tour, so I'm gonna get this money with O, even though I'm smashing you, he beefing. Was that a conversation that was had? But it did, you know, why I'm on Lil Fizzlet? Lil Fizzlet, no, I don't say that. But anyway, you know, that was alarming to me when she was saying, she got to have a conversation with Fizzlet to make sure that everything is on the up and up. And so, it was just kind of like y'all supposed to be friends. You know, you shouldn't have to go to your friend to talk about getting this money. That's all I'm saying. And you know he don't care if you do something with Moniece, because he already got it in your brain and everybody else's brain that she ain't nothing but a drama queen. So anywho, moving on in the show with April and Moniece, they go to a K. Michelle event where she's singing, I don't know, Brittany B pops up there and Black China ends up popping up there as well, I believe. Or no, Black China was in a later scene, but anywho, so basically Brittany B was just like, you know, she could see straight through April. She think that she could just use her body and her looks to get to the top. She likes somebody like Black China who got more talent than her and work ethic. And I was just saying to myself, you must be planning on opening up a, you know, how to fuck a Kardashian club, because I don't believe Black China has talent to rap or sing or whatever it is that she's gonna do. That's just what I believe. But if you need someone to educate these thoughts on here on how to snatch up a Kardashian, then Blac Chyna the girl to teach the seminar. That's all I'm saying. So nevertheless, at this whole incident, at this whole, K Michelle event, K Michelle basically tell Moniece, and she said to April Face, she pretty much like, y'all gonna kill each other, this ain't gonna work out, this is a bad idea, don't do it, you wasting time, y'all just gonna end up hating each other. And I definitely agree even more, because you know what, I just think Moniece got something up her sleeve, because she did say in the episode that if something was to come out and she found out that Fizzlet has been inside of April, then don't be surprised when the backlash and all the drama that come along with it happens. So I believe she got something in store. I just don't know what it is, but I'm gonna stay tuned to find out. So moving on, we get introduced to Apple Watts. We'll reintroduce Apple Watts, and then they introduce this new character named Yo-Yo, who came up in the 90s under Ice Cube, and she ready to get back in the studio, and she got this whole hip hop academy for aspiring artists, and wah. Man, I'm so happy that I do not want to be a rapper in life, because I just feel like this is the biggest gimmick that's in these streets. Places like, obviously, Hollywood, Atlanta, New York, like all these music industry cities or whatever you have now, and you have these old stars or old has-beens or just old behind the scenes people that never really pop, opening up these I don't know, but these trainings or classrooms or whatever you want to call it to help artists with their artistry is the biggest ripoff ever. This is the easiest way that they can make money by actually doing something that they do, that they love to do, but it's a ripoff, because if you're so talented and you can help me with my artistry, why aren't you A&R? Why aren't you someone's manager? Why aren't you getting people on? Instead, you just holding these weekend or week-long or month-long seminars on how to become a better artist. Like, it is a gimmick. I don't care. You're not going to tell me otherwise, man. You are just not. Because anyone who has been in the music industry knows it's about 2 to 3 things. A, voice. Even if you're a rapper, singer, you have to have a voice. Especially nowadays with rappers, they trying to sing, rap a little bit. You have to have the voice to what people want to actually listen to. 2, you got to have some type of sexual attraction. I know Rick Ross is big, but he has the voice and he's talented. And the last one is some sort of talent, because even the rappers that we don't like, there are lots of people, and the singers that we don't like, there are lots of people that feel like they're talented, so therefore there's a space for them. But I believe voice is the number one thing when it comes to artistry, and you charging these people this money to come and you help them knowing damn well they ain't gonna go nowhere and do that. Let me get off of. So anyway, Apple Watts is basically gonna link up with Yo-Yo this season. Yo-Yo gonna be her mentor. Apple been going through some things. She been drinking a lot more. She sent her oldest son to live with her sister because he was getting caught up in them Hollywood streets, rightfully so. I mean, look who his mother is. No shade, but Apple is she's a rock. You know what I'm saying? She's tough. She's kind of coming off worse than Tommy did. While they was at Yo-Yo's new little studio that she got going on, was she doing something good? She got a Center for Academics to help the students in their academics, which is always positive. Academics above all, if you ask me. What the girl name? Snow Bunny, Summer Bunny, she pops up, and next thing you know, Apple think it's her place to tell Snow Bunny about herself for messing with a married man, and yada yada yada. Apple want to fight and all this stuff, and it's just a whole bunch of that. But that's that, because it was just too much for me. So anyways, moving on. So April and Fizz have the conversation about her going on tour with Moniece, and he just laughed because he already knew what the results were going to be. And then she asks him how's the tour going with B2K, and he tells her, oh, well, Raz crew got into it with a couple of my boys, got into it with Boog's boys and Omarion. He all business, he ain't even speaking to nobody. And then Fizzlet gonna say that he tried to speak to Omarion, but he don't want to talk to him. Can you really blame him? Like, Fizz was literally on national TV flirting with April when he was just like, oh, I see you got your little pajamas on, and she was like, you know, my booty showing, and he was like, girl, that thing be showing everything you wear. And then went as far as to say maybe we should move in because when he went back on tour, he sold his house. That don't make sense to me, so he always was leasing it. I'm not releasing, but lease, rent, whatever you want to call it. And so he let his house go back. So they seriously thinking about moving in with one another. Then April lets him know that Omarion listed him in his deposition, basically saying they having an affair, which they are. It ain't looking good for April in court. I mean, I don't think the judge really care about who April's sleeping with, but I wouldn't mind being, in that courtroom and they going through all the facts of April and Omarion's case just to be a little nosy, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, the show pretty much wrapped up with Lyrical, Saya, and Princess pulling up at A1 event. The showdown gonna go down next week between them and Summer Bunny and all that stuff. And I'm gonna just say this before I log off. Somebody whooped Princess ass. Like, Princess be getting on my nerves. She thinks she's so tough because of the cast. The only person that the cat, not the cast, but the crew, the 11 Hip Hop crew is let put their hands on Princess is Ray J when he pushed her behind the pool season 1. She just got too much anger built up, and I don't think that she realized that she can. I don't believe she can fight. I just believe she all barking. She kind of, she kind of the first lady of the show when you think about it. And I hate to even say it like that, but Ray J might be the most popular member of this cast. So that kind of how she's like, I'm the first lady of Hollywood. But anyway, nevertheless, that's all I have today. Be sure to subscribe if you're new, like, share, comment. You know the vibes. Happy Tuesday. See you guys later. I'm out of here. Peace.